timepiece itself. Look at the detail on the silver that spills over and hugs the stainless steel backed timepiece, water resistant, quartz movement, bold and beautiful. I'll show you the box too. But from here, I'm going to let Danny explain this labor of love.
Yeah, and you know, Jen, you were mentioning earlier that it took us about 2 years to make this watch, and you know, the factory hates me, really, because from the first design, because especially on watches, we need to be very particular on all the different aspects. And I know that, you know, and we don't do a lot of watches, maybe once a year.
Right,
I can think about like
right now.
Handful watches that we've done since we started Paz. And some of the watches that we've done in the past were in stainless steel. Like, you know, let's be honest, you know, most of the designers today out there, and even on QVC, design watches in stainless steel. They don't do like
stainless steel.
They're all stainless steel. But I really wanted to go back to basic, to go back to where, you know, where we're good and where we specialized, and this is sterling silver. And you know, the reason is because to get and incorporate the details of the lace collection, you cannot do it in metal like stainless steel. You cannot get the details of the lace, the beaded artwork that we got in today's watch. And I think it's also more fine jewelry. You know, at the end of the day, we're selling a high-end fine jewelry line. And for me, to make it in sterling silver, it makes much more sense. And I love the way it came out. You know, from the front, that it has this beautiful oversized square shape, and it's the first time that we've done like square shape watch with the beaded frame that goes all the way around.
Look at
and
that.
Then you have the lace, the solid lace artwork that, again, it's all finished by hand by the artisans, one by one, just beautifully done. And then you have the two square shapes links, and then you have another almost like a triangle that it's tapered, that it's going to be more comfortable. And you know, these are all part of the reason why it took so years.
No, I get it.
Because originally it was like 2 squares. And then we you know,
but
we
it
did
wouldn't
like a wear
spill
test.
over the wrist like that.
We did a wear test, and we realized that it's going to be more comfortable to taper it off and to work it out with the clasp. Now the clasp is stainless steel. It's the only part. This one and the back of the mechanism, the extension are stainless steel. The reason is because, you know, silver is a softer metal, and in order for the clasp to click in and out back, you know, every day, we did it in stainless steel. So, and again, so that was another whole process, but I'm not going to give you all those technical details.
No, we'll let you take care of all that.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's just completely different than anything else I've ever done. It's completely different than any other watch I've seen in the market, and I've seen many watches out there. And to have a 35 grams of solid sterling silver, all crafted by hand, all finished by hand, for this price, it's just a great value. Now, let's talk for a second about the mechanism. You have the Paz logo in the center, mother of pearl face. And again, we use like the top quality of mother of pearl. When you'll get it home and you'll see the shine, you'll be very happy. I love the fact that we did it like oversized, so it's very easy to read. Water resistant, Japanese movement. Again, top of the line when it comes to all the, you know, the technical details. But for me, it's about the look, it's about the statement. And you know that when you buy a fine jewelry watch, it's something that you're gonna wear for years. It's not a watch for the season. It's definitely an investment, but I'm sure that, you know, when you're gonna wear it every day, you're gonna love it.
Well, that's why I do that little game, right? I play that game where I look at something, I listen to the presentation, I ask myself how much I think it should cost or how much it would cost. Danny helped me out earlier when he said, you know, think about it in your favorite boutique. This is one of those boutique pieces. And every time I place it in any of those scenarios, I come back to a price tag of about $300. Like, this is just me kind of playing the game with myself, right? I've been in retail long enough. I think I got a pretty good handle of what prices should be. It's not $198. And it won't be, actually, at the end of the weekend. The QVC price is going to be $239.50. Given the 35 grams of sterling silver, made in Israel, cast details, 3-year warranty, quartz movement, it all makes sense for it to be at least that price or better. But in its introduction, it is under $200. That is still an investment, at least in my book. So I appreciate having a $39.60 easy pay on this, with having until the end of January for any returns or exchanges. While it is a bolder piece, it is so, again, I get it. I understand why it took so long to make, because as I'm wearing it on the wrist, or I saw it on Sheila's wrist too, it spills over, it wraps around. If you want to leave those additional links in, I removed them to take it down to its smaller, but if you're adding those links, even if you have that smaller wrist, wear it more like a looser bracelet. and leave that in, but if you need to remove them, you don't have to take it to a jeweler, so it will range between that 6 3/4 to just under 8-inch wrist for any of you. So that's what makes it a great gift, because you don't have to worry about, is it going to work for them or not?
Yeah, and the lace collection is, we didn't even talk about so much about the lace. It's one of our signature collection in Orpaz in the past year, and it was so hard and challenging to translate the look of a fabric into a solid metal. And I just love, a lot of time we do like open lace jewelry. Here we wanted to do it like a solid lace, and I just love the way it came out. I love the contrast between the oxidized silver at the background and then the polished surface at the front. It gives it such a couture, such a different look, so organic, so beautifully crafted. And again, ladies, it's the only way that we can do it is by working with a solid metal. You cannot get this type of feminine, delicate details in stainless steel or in any other metal. In gold, you can do it in gold, and you can do it in silver.
It wouldn't have this
it's going to cost a couple of thousands, but
right, well, that too, right? But it wouldn't have this kind of vibrancy to it. I mean, I've said this before, not on the air, when I'm talking to other people about the Orpaz line, and I say, you know what? Danny is the person who's he never rests. He's always challenging himself. He never goes, oh, this is what the customer loves, so I'm going to do it 100 different ways. No, he's always changing things up and trying something new. And so while you look at this and you know right away for some reason that it's Orpaz, and of course it says it right there on the mother of pearl face, I don't know, when you look at the details and you come in, you go, I've not seen anything like that. And that is why so many of you love Orpaz jewelry so much, because you go and you shop around, you see the same thing over and over again. I know, because I do the same thing when I'm out shopping around. You want to have one-of-a-kind pieces. One-of-a-kind used to mean super expensive, right? Limited edition, couture, bespoke pieces. That's exactly what this looks like. Only it's less than $40 a month. A fabulous way to add to an already existing Orpaz collection, or for those of you who have never shopped this line before, you will be surprised. You're looking at a price tag that for a watch really is quite low. And when you get it home and you feel the weight of the silver and the comfort of the piece, and oh, by the way, it tells time. Like all of that coming together
it's a
means
piece
it
of
should
jewelry
cost
that
more.
tells the time, really.
Exactly.
That's the right description. And Jen, it's funny because you see out there like fashion, like stainless steel watches for hundreds of dollars. This is fine jewelry. These are made from solid sterling silver. This is not something that we can mass produce in thousands of thousands. It took us about 2 years to work it out, to bring it for today's event, the last show before the holidays. And when you'll get it home and you'll see it as part of our lace collection. But again, it looks a little different than the traditional open lace. It has like this boldness into it. It has this beautiful, delicate details that we love in the lace, but at the same time, it has this significant weight, this significant look into it that I just love. I love the oversized, organic square shape. Love the fact that we did it like all of the way around with like the organic beaded look. Just looks great, different, very high-end design, very chic, and super different. This is the type of watch you're going to get many compliments on.
You know what's funny though? Like I'm measuring it. I'm looking down on my card. The case itself is not even 1.5 inches from side to side. So as you're looking at it, it looks like a bold timepiece, but I'm really taken by how comfortable it is on the wrist. So I took the ruler out and I measured it again. And so yeah, it's bolder, but this is not the boyfriend style watch. Like this is not the one that if you have a small wrist, it kind of hits the wrist bones. I always have that struggle and that difficulty. So know that it is comfortable despite its weight in sterling silver. Know that it is beautiful, and yet at the same time, you don't wear this and go, is this too much? Am I overdoing it today?
No, definitely.
Because
it's an everyday.
Right, you're wearing a silver bracelet that just happens to have, like we said, a beautiful face to it that actually tells
Thank
them.
you so much. Look at the details of the lace. Look how the artisans were going in through the beads and through the artwork one by one.
Great.
The frame, the high polish frame around the links, and then here you have the beaded artwork all the way around, and then the lace in the center. And then again, you see like the just beautiful.
Katie, killing it with the camera work today. All right, and then on the reverse, this is part of the reason why it's comfortable, right? Because it's so smooth, high polished. But like I said, I mean, little things that are big things, even detail on the sterling silver that hugs and wraps around the timepiece itself. So there's so much to love about this. And I know because I do the same thing. You shop, you look, you see something you love, and you go, you know what, I'm gonna sleep on it. You always have that option. What you don't have the option of is locking in this price indefinitely. Our sale price, whenever you see the word sale price, it means short-lived. And in this case, these sale prices last only this weekend. And we've got an easy pay that, frankly, I don't know how long will last, if until the end of the weekend, right? People who decide that are fickle. J330175 is the item number. Comes with a beautiful gift box, and you have until the end of January for any returns or exchanges. But the one thing they won't think when they open that box is that they got about a $200 watch.
Yeah, and I don't even know. We don't have any plan to present a watch in any near future. So please enjoy this one.
Well, and certainly enjoy the pearl set that you picked up if you were one of the lucky ones. Because it's gone.
Oh, thank you so much.
That was it. That was your holiday gift set.
Yeah, we have to see what's going on in the catalog.
It's October.
Sorry.
I can't believe that was supposed to be in the magazine. Oh, is that true, Frank? Okay.